Hot news today.
What we know about U.S. strikes on 3 Iranian nuclear sites. President Donald Trump says the U.S. has carried out a successful bombing attack on 3 nuclear sites in Iran and they have been obliterated. On Sunday, the Pentagon said it will take time to fully assess the effect of the attack, though it appears all the sites sustained extremely severe damage. Israel says they were in full coordination with the U.S. in planning the strikes. Iranian officials have confirmed the facilities were struck but denied it had suffered a major blow. The strikes mark a significant escalation in the ongoing war between Iran and Israel. Here's what we know. What has the U.S. bombed, and what weapons did it use? U.S. Gen. Dan Kane, chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, said Operation Midnight Hammer involved 125 U.S. military aircraft, including 7 B-2 stealth bombers. 3 nuclear facilities were targeted: Fordo, Natanz, and Isfahan, the U.S. said. During a Pentagon briefing, Kane said bombers set off from the U.S. on an 18-hour flight, with some heading west into the Pacific as a decoy, while the main strike package made up of the 7 B-2 bombers proceeded into Iran. Just before the aircraft entered Iranian airspace, more than 24 Tomahawk cruise missiles were launched from a U.S. submarine at targets at the Isfahan site, he said. As the bombers entered Iranian airspace, the U.S. deployed several deception tactics, including decoys, with fighter jets clearing the airspace ahead of them, checking for enemy aircraft and surface-to-air missiles, Kane said. The lead B-2 then dropped 2 GBU-57 massive ordnance penetrators, MOPs, also known as bunker buster bombs, on the nuclear site at Fordo. Kane said a total of 14 MOPs were dropped on 2 target areas. All 3 Iranian nuclear infrastructure targets were hit between 1840 Eastern Time, 2340 British Summer Time, and 1905 Eastern Time, 005 British Summer Time, Kane said. The bombers then exited Iranian airspace and began their return to the U.S. Iran's fighters did not fly, and it appears that Iran's surface-to-air missile systems did not CS, Kane said. Speaking at the same briefing, Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth said the operation did not target Iranian troops or the Iranian people. He added that the mission was not, and has not been, about regime change. The Defense Secretary said he recognized our allies in Israel for the support given, adding that the operations took months and weeks of planning. Hidden away in a remote mountainside, Fordo nuclear site includes a uranium enrichment plant that is vital to Iran's nuclear ambitions. Located south of Tehran, it is believed to be deeper underground than the Channel Tunnel connecting the UK and France. Due to Fordo's depth below ground, only the US has the kind of bunker buster bomb big enough to penetrate the site. It weighs 13,000 kilograms, 30,000 pounds, and is able to drop through about 18 meters, 60 feet of concrete, or 61 meters, 200 feet of earth before exploding, according to experts. Due to the depths of Fordo's tunnels, the MOP is not guaranteed to be successful, but it is the only bomb that could come close. Kane confirmed that between the 7 B-2 Spirit bombers, 14 MOP bombs were among 75 precision-guided weapons used in the strikes against Iran. What is known about the impact of the attacks? Gen. Kane has said it will take some time to fully assess the extent of the damage caused by the U.S. attack. But, he said, an initial battle damage assessment indicates that all 3 sites sustained extremely severe damage and destruction. New satellite imagery taken on June 22 shows 6 fresh craters at the Fordo nuclear site, likely the entry points for U.S. munitions, as well as gray dust and debris scattered down the mountainside. Following the U.S.'s confirmation that MOPs were used in the attack, senior imagery analyst at McKinsey Intelligence Services, Stu Ray, told BBC Verify, "You will not see a huge blast effect at the entry point as it is not designed to detonate on entry but deeper down into the facility." He added that it looks like 3 separate munitions were dropped on 2 separate impact points, and that the gray coloration on the ground appears to show concrete debris blown out by the explosions. Mr. Ray also said the tunnel entrances appear to have been blocked off. As there are no visible craters or impact points near them, he suggests this may have been an Iranian attempt to mitigate against deliberate targeting of the entrances by aerial bombardment. The Iranian Atomic Energy Organization said the bombing of the 3 nuclear sites was a barbaric violation of international law. Both Saudi Arabia and the UN's nuclear watchdog, the International Atomic Energy Agency, IAEA, say there has been no increase in radiation levels after the attack. The deputy political director of Iran's state broadcaster, Hassan Dini, said Iran had evacuated these 3 nuclear sites a while ago. Appearing on state-run TV, he said Iran didn't suffer a major blow because the materials had already been taken out.
Thank you for watching. See you tomorrow.